welcome back to another video. I got my water. I've been loving water with lemon lately. I just fill up a huge jar with Berkey water and then I squeeze a full lemon and I will sip on this for a couple of hours. Keeps me super hydrated and feeling good, and lemon is so good for you. It's good for your skin and your digestion. I've literally been doing that every day lately and I've been feeling so good, so highly recommend that. So I don't know what I'm gonna make today. I just want to use up some of the stuff that I have in my refrigerator and in my pantry and see what we can come up with. So let's go. For breakfast, I decided to make some chickpea frittatas. These are eggless, and all you need is 2 cups of chickpea flour, a little nutritional yeast, baking powder, sea salt, and black pepper, and whisk that together. Then I'm adding 2.5 cups of water for some moisture, then stir that around really good and set aside. Then add 3 cups of assorted vegetables. I'm using bell peppers, zucchini, and spinach, which I'll add at the end, and cook these for about 7 minutes. Add 1/2 cup of chopped green onions and cook for another minute. Then you can add in the spinach at the very last minute and just toss for a few more seconds. Then line a muffin tray with some liners. You can also do spray, but I find that it sticks really bad with spray, so I like the muffin liners. Then just portion in a heaping tablespoon of the veggies into each cup. And you'll have 14 cups, so do this tray and then 2 more. And then you can use a 1/4 cup measuring cup to portion out the chickpea mixture. And just fill each cup until it is completely full. And I'm baking these at 400 degrees for about 35 to 45 minutes, and I do check them with a toothpick. When the frittatas are ready, let them cool for 10 more minutes in the pan, then you can transfer them to a wire rack. Ketchup and sriracha are a really good topping option, and I'm using a few little chopped green onions from our garden. This is absolutely delicious. I hope that you enjoy it. After breakfast, I went out to the garden to check on all the plants and give them some water. I have to show you this cool fig tree that the previous owners planted years and years ago. Last year when we moved in, it did not produce anything. It was really unfortunate. But a few months ago, we woke up one morning and saw that it had about 25 figs on it. So we are so excited to eat these, but they won't be ready till about August or September, but I'm really looking forward to it. Back in February, Matt and I germinated a ton of seeds inside and watched them grow throughout the spring, and we are finally getting the big payoff for all the work that we put in. We're getting fresh cucumbers and fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers, all that we grew from a seed, and it's super exciting. I mean, even these butternut squash, we germinated from a seed, and it's just incredible to me. They won't be ready till the fall, but it's still super awesome that they're doing so well. We also have a blueberry glaze tree, and I gotta pop these off or the birds will eat them. And these are some cool purple flowers Matt grew. We also have a couple pots of our own fig trees, and I look forward to planting those at our future house one day. These are the Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes. We also have brandywines, Cherokee purples. We have some kale here. This is some lacinato kale, which is my favorite kale. I love it. I'm going to use some today for a salad. We also have romas, which are doing amazing. I can't wait to make some salsa with those in an upcoming video. So yeah, this is our first cucumber harvest right here. This one was huge. So I'm going to use that in a salad later. Later in the day, I made a salad using the kale and cucumber from the garden, as well as a ripe mango and some brown rice. All the recipes in this video are just not really recipes, they're just things that I came up with using the ingredients that I had in my kitchen. And I think that's really helpful to get in the habit of, because I know that I go to the store way too much when I already have things at home that I could prepare a healthy meal with. It really does force you to be creative. And some of my best meals that I've ever had have been when I just put something together and it just comes out amazing. I'm just throwing everything in a bowl, the kale, the rice, the cucumber, the mango, and finishing it off with the pickled red onions, which we made in the last video, so be sure to check that out. The pickled red onions are so good. And I'm adding a little bit of coconut aminos to the rice. This bowl came out really good. Later in the evening, I made some pasta with a veggie packed sauce and green beans that we grew from seed. I'm just steaming the green beans for 13 minutes. I had some sweet onion that I needed to use, so I chopped that up and I'm just kind of getting it a little bit warm and translucent. Then I also had a yellow squash on hand, so I chopped that up and put it in. So I'm basically just like cooking down the veggies till they get soft, and I'm gonna add a sauce as well as some greens later. And you can always spice it up by adding salt and pepper, garlic powder, whatever you like, just to give it some flavor. After about 7 to 10 minutes, I'm adding some greens. Kale would be good here, but since we already had that in the day, I'm having a bunch of spinach in this. It cooks down a lot, so just add it at the very end. Once the veggies are soft, I added a little bit of pasta sauce, about 3/4 of a jar, and stirred that together, and I let it cook on medium for about 10 minutes until the squash became really soft. This is my go-to meal when I want something that tastes so good, but only takes like 10 or 15 minutes. This meal is delicious. It's one of my go-tos. I know it's gonna taste good and I'm gonna get a lot of veggies. And I like to pair it with a green, such as green beans or Brussels, so that I'm getting some extra veggies on the side too. And I always add nutritional yeast and hemp seeds on top of this. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them, but together they give it a Parmesan cheese vibe, which is so good. That is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.